Whoa, 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 whoa. Y'all already know this is Punsh Boxing, aka Mr. Moonshine himself. Omar Figueroa has no pity for the mental illness of Adrien the Problem Broner. Omar Figueroa is supposed to be fighting Adrien the Problem Broner this weekend. Y'all already know, y'all heard earlier today that Adrien Broner dropped out of the fight because of his mental state, mental illness and things of that nature. And of course, we give him the benefit of the doubt. Of course, man, mental illness is real, but that doesn't mean that others gotta pity it. And especially Omar Figueroa, that was supposed to be fighting Adrien Broner, he pulled out of the fight very, very late. And Omar Figueroa did not pity, did not enable the mental illness crisis of Adrien Broner, or, you know, he has suffered mental illness himself, but he feels like he understands when you real about it, when you fake about it, when you want to use that as an excuse. Omar Figueroa says this in his IG post a couple hours ago. As we all know, my fight against that motherfucker Broner is off. Now, I don't mind it because it's something we expected, so we have plans in motion to mitigate most of the aftermath. What really pisses me off is that now this motherfucker wants to use mental health as an effing excuse. That I have a problem with, because that BS, you don't get to cry mental health now, motherfucker. Not saying you don't suffer from mental illness issues, as we can all tell you do. Just don't use it as an excuse now, after you've been undisciplined and not taking this fight training camp seriously. If it really is mental health, please show us the proof that you went and sought professional help. He has a point there. A lot of people screaming mental illness. He does have a point. Anyway, you love to post all your shit on social media. Why not let us in on your mental health recovery? You don't get to undermine and countless others' journeys and struggles with mental health, because of your undisciplined, childish, dumbass. F you, Broner, just when I thought you couldn't stoop any lower. Now, there's people out there that might agree or disagree with the sentiment of Omar Figueroa Jr. towards Adrien Broner, but I understand it. Look, not everybody pities or enable the mental illness. Some people just don't want to see their fellow companion or their fellow friend or just anybody. They see it as a sign of weakness. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm trying to learn a little bit more of the mental illness. You know, I believe there's a lot of layers to it. But I also believe that people that use it for somebody to feel pity towards them. There's people that use it for an excuse, and then there's other people that don't use it. There's other people that really truly have the problem. There's people that need the support and things of that nature. I'm even trying to figure out how to understand others, because I'm a person, me, that I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Look, I might not have time for your mental illness. Hey, I might not want to understand it. I might see, I might be one of the people that I know how to overcome, and I just don't have no time to worry about, or, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people. I'm trying to understand it so I won't have to think like that. I don't want to be disingenuous to another human being. You know what I'm saying? But I could understand what Omar Figueroa is saying. Just remember, Omar Figueroa was dealing with mental illness himself, and he took his break. We see Danny Silva Garcia dealing with mental illness. We have seen Ryan Garcia talk about it. We've seen Team from Lopez talk about it. We've seen a lot of fighters, Mike Tyson, Oscar De La Hoya, Sugar Ray Leonard, even with the greats, Ricky Hatton. We've seen a lot of people deal with this. This is there is an issue out there. Mental illness is real. Yet, there's people out there that also know how to overcome mental illness. I know that there's people out there that don't use mental illness as a crutch, that they will not be defeated by mental illness. And that's what Omar Figueroa probably is talking about. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I might not know all the answers. There might be people that look like mental illness like it's a weakness. Mental illness people hate that you say there's a weakness. In my opinion, I believe the mental illness, that you in a weak state of mind for that moment, because it's just like illness. When you have an illness, you got fever, it's an illness. Do you feel weak? Yes. If you got back pains and stuff like that, you got back illness or whatever, are you weak? If you know what I'm saying? I believe that illness is weak. That doesn't mean that I'm trying to diss anybody and things of that nature. Again, I'm trying to be as genuine as possible. I understand what Omar Figueroa, and I may understand what Adrien Broner is going through, and I hope that we pray, and I hope he gets better. But Omar Figueroa, that was supposed to go to war versus Adrien Broner, this fight was supposed to be taking place back in 2018, and we seen the fall of Adrien Broner, but we also see his character. We see if there's a lot of people that don't like Adrien Broner, it's because it's his personality outside of the ring. Maybe he was using it to promote a fight, but a lot of people don't feel like a guy that was acting the way that he was acting prior to his mental illness statement. He's not getting that type of probably understanding, but not everybody going to pity, enable, or understand the mental illness you're going through. Now, Omar Figueroa is one of those persons that don't give a damn, and he's letting his voice be heard. There's a lot of people going to be agreeing with Omar Figueroa. There's going to be people out there that's going to be like, damn, Omar Figueroa is effed up, man. He don't understand. He don't understand. At the end of the day, man, this is the world. Maybe people don't have time to understand. People have their own problems. And there's people that probably have a bigger problem than what Adrien Broner has, and they have overcome. And I'm going to say it like this. When people overcome certain problems, don't use that as a crutch and things of that nature. They look at the next human being and they're going to probably feel like, man, I don't give a damn. I've been through this and I've been through that. Get over it. It's light. What you going to do? I don't know, man. But again, I'm trying to understand and trying to be genuine about it. I'm still learning. I'm still trying to be I'm genuine about it. I'm still trying to understand the layers, because I believe there's layers, but I also believe there's people that make excuses for mental illness. Now, this is a sport. There's a life or death sport where you got to be ready in that ring, mentally and physically. But we also seen the greats get in that ring and fight off those demons and fight off those mental illness and overcome. Maybe Adrien Broner is a fighter and he's letting himself, you know what I'm saying? Maybe he's taking a knee. Maybe he's letting mental illness beat him. Now, he's a modern-day war, modern-day gladiator. Fight. That doesn't necessarily mean in the ring, but fight this off. Because maybe he felt Omar Figueroa was going to beat it out of him.